This, everybody, is a mango. It's a mango. If you go to the supermarket and buy a mango like this, or any other mango from the supermarket, different shapes, sizes, colors, any of those mangoes, they are the same species as this one. And that species is Mangifera indica. Mangifera indica describes pretty much all mangoes that you can get at supermarkets through much of the world. However, there are other species of mangoes out there. Right now, I am in South Kalimantan, and Kalimantan is like the bottom chunk of Borneo, the island of Borneo. And in Borneo, you can get other species of mangoes. You know, this is not an easy thing to do, not easy to find other species of mangoes, but here there are several that you can get readily at markets all around. When you try other species, there's some really interesting flavors in them that you do not get from a mango like this. So today we're gonna explore some of the different species of mangoes that are out there, including one that I've never had before. This one right here is Mangifera casturi. So we're gonna talk about this in a little bit. I also have another species right here, the Kuini, which is Mangifera odorata. I'll talk about that too, but before we do that, let's take a look at some of the other mango species that I've had in the past, starting with the Bambagan. Okay, here's a fruit with a fun name, the Bambagan. And this is actually on the red list of vulnerable species. So it's very, very rare. In fact, it only really grows around where I am right now, the state of Sabah. So if you go to the markets, you see these like all over the place. Very common here. But yeah, anywhere else in the world, no. The Bambagan is a very, very interesting mango. This one is big, it's round, it's kind of russeted, so it kind of looks like a big potato, and it's got a really thick rind on it that you have to cut deep to get through because you don't want to eat that rind, and it exudes a sap that if you touch it, it'll give you a rash. The mangoes are actually related to poison ivy. These are also related to cashews and pistachios. Sometimes people will find out like, oh, whenever I eat cashews or whenever I eat mangoes, I have an allergic reaction. That is not a coincidence. The Bambagan I found many years ago, also in Borneo, but in the north, in the Malaysian side of Borneo. There it was quite common, but because it has a very strong aroma to it, you wouldn't find it at a regular market. It would be sold where the durians are being sold. Pretty funky thing. Just cut myself off a nice little slice. Oh, yeah. That is fragrant. French onion soup. Ah. It reminds me of the Kuini Mango. The Kuini Mango was like a really, really tasty mango, like really sweet, nice, like Australian mango or something, with a funkiness on it, like a sulfuric durian funk on it. This does not have that nice mango taste. It just has the funk and sourness. The first bite I had of this, I didn't like it. Okay. Second bite, still didn't really like it. And I don't know if I would say that I like it now. I think I still don't like it, but I'm starting to like appreciate it. Okay, this is like the durian of mangoes. For the next mango species that I want to talk about, let's go to the Philippines for a second and talk about the Paho. I have a baby mango. This is a baby unripe mango. The Paho mango, actually when I bought it, I didn't know it was a different species. I just thought it was a very underripe mango because these things are eaten very green and they're used more like a vegetable, similar to how some parts of the world will use an underripe mango. But the Paho is actually Mangifera monandra. This is actually very tart. It tastes kind of like lime rind. Like if you were to take the rind from a lime
but not bitter. It's actually kind of nice. It's got a little bit of like a peppery, resiny kind of flavor to it, which is a little bit intense. But it's actually pretty good.
The Paho is not usually just eaten out of hand. This is one that people put condiments on and treat it more like a vegetable, or they will make pickles out of it. So I actually had the pickles as well.
Okay. So there you go. Changes color a little bit. It tastes like if you took this flavor of lime and carrot, but you then mixed it with a green olive. They're maybe a little overly salted, but if you were to take a little bit of that and use it like you would use an olive, but sparingly, like put it in a salad, put it on a pizza, put it on a platter with like cheese and crackers or something, that would be something nice. That would be something nice. So that's actually really good.
Next, there is the Wani. I'm so happy. I have with me today Wani mangoes, or two Wanis. Wanis? I'm not sure how to do the plural of Wani, but I have Wani, guys. And what this is a different species of mango that I've been wanting to try for a really long time. The Wani mango is also from Indonesia. I've never seen it in Borneo. Where it is very popular though is in Bali. So anyone who goes on vacation to Bali, go to the market, you might be able to find this. This mango is really, really interesting because it's less like a regular mango and more like an annona fruit. Look at that. It's pure white inside and like really, really juicy. It looks more like a cherimoya. That's delicious. That's really good. That is very, 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 very good. Oh, I've heard these were good. I wasn't expecting it to be that good. This is its own fruit. It is not like any mango I have ever had, including other mango species that I have had. It is kind of milky, which is weird. I don't think there's like any actual like fat content in this. It's not like rich so much, but it's milky the same way that like a cherimoya is or a sugar apple is. Now let's talk about the ones that I have right here. The regular mango, I'm going to compare that with these two. Let's first take a piece of this, just so I have a control group. Now, honestly, I don't know what variety of this mango is, but it is Mangifera indica, so yeah, that'll do. That mango is pretty good. And the flavor of that is like a typical mango. You know, it's hard to describe what a mango tastes like exactly, but you've had a mango, you know what a mango tastes like. It tastes like that. This one I have had in the past, but it's been a really long time. All right, time for another interesting mango. I have this guy here. This is the Kuini Mango. And I remember describing it as tasting like a mango mixed with an omelet. It's like a omelet with mangoes in it. That made sense to me at the time. Right now, though, I can't even imagine what that means. So I'm going to try this again and see what I think about it now. Wow. There's just like, there are layers to this that do not exist in a regular mango. You know, I kind of get why this is more popular just because it's so simple. It's like a simple, sweet, uncomplicated taste. It's hard to find someone who does not like mangoes. This one, there are flavors in there that are they're complicated. They're savory. I wouldn't say that this one tastes like an omelet, like I said in the past, but there is a lot in here. Let's see if I can pick it apart. Like first, like just like when I take a bite of this, I don't just taste it on my tongue. I really get it in the nose. It hits you there, like eating like a cheese or something like very aromatic, like garlic. Like you feel it like not just in your mouth, but you get it up here in your nasal cavity. You get that with this. You do not get that with this. But then after it dissipates a little bit, that aromatic aspect kind of lingers for a second, and it starts tasting like vanilla. Very sweet. I mean, a 7 out of 10. It is tart, but not a lot. Maybe a 3. The initial flavor, though, is the one that's kind of difficult to pick apart because it is quite intense. And there's a lot going on. Okay. So I'm getting a bit of something like curry leaves. Curry leaves kind of taste like how gasoline smells, but in a good way. That's the best way I could describe curry leaves. It has a bitterness to it, but that bitterness is like the bitterness that you get from not chocolate, not citrus rind, more like the bitterness you get from like a vegetable. I actually really like this. This is very, very good. I think, I do love mangoes. Regular mangoes are great. But to have something that makes you think, it's like a little bit more challenging for your taste buds because there's like so much going on, so complex. I love stuff like that. It makes me think like I'm eating a mango, but I'm also eating like food, like a savory food, like a bowl of soup or something at the same time. Yeah. I don't know what else to say about it, but I do really like it. Let's move on to the big guy. By big guy, I mean little guy, the casturi. I have no idea what this is going to taste like. I've heard that it's a bit similar to the Kuini, but I have no idea. And this is something that people really, really love around here. But I don't really know what to expect. It doesn't have nearly as strong of a smell as the Kuini does, but it does still have a nice, sweet mango smell to it. All right, let's do it. Ooh, very dark purple on the edges. The Kuini mango and the common mango that I have here, they are both rather low fiber. This one, I can already see there's gonna be some fibers in there. It's kind of stringy. The smell of it is kind of musky, like a cantaloupe smell. Very different. It's not like the Kuini. Before I even comment on the flavor, this has a tongue tingling quality to it. Like you just put your tongue in some seltzer water or something. It feels like there's like bubbles in it. And I don't think that's fermented. I think that is just the nature of this fruit. It doesn't taste fermented. Tastes like a fresh fruit, but it's giving me a little tingle. There aren't really a lot of fruits out there that give you a tongue tingling sensation like that. Sometimes durian will give you like a little tongue tingle. These are very, very good. I think this is probably easier for most people to take who haven't had a different species of mango than any of the other ones I've had, because it is the most similar to a common mango. But there's like an extra level that you get from this that you don't get from a regular mango. I'm not sure what it is. So let's break it apart. The sweetness on this is very high, the highest of the three. Again, 8 out of 10. There is a tartness to it, fairly low though, like a 3 out of 10. That tingle is very odd. And of course, the most difficult part, the flavor. Honestly, I've did some movie magic, but I've eaten 4 of these right now to try to pick this apart. And I think I've come to the conclusion. So first, start with a really, really good mango. Better than this one, but like a really, really, really good regular mango as your baseline. Then add in some citrus, like a nice, flavorful tangerine. But then put a little honey in there and a touch of cantaloupe, like a little something musky. I think that the casturi and the Kuini and some of the other ones I've had, like the Bambagan, they're very interesting as mangoes because they're not just hitting your tongue. There is a complexity when you go into the other species that you do not get from Mangifera indica. Maybe sometimes maybe a little bit, but like with these, like it's very, very notable. And I like it. I can see why it is popular here in Borneo, but I also see why it's maybe not popular elsewhere, because it's surprising. It's something so different that if you are picking up a Kuini mango and expecting a regular mango, you're gonna be like, what's going on with this mango? Why does it taste like that? Maybe there's something wrong with it. It's like, it's not simple, but like it is something that is prized here. Right now is Kuini season. And casturi are all over the place too, but Kuinis are like everywhere and people are just like going to town. So that's all I have to say about the different mango species out there today. I think this is, it's so interesting. It's so interesting to take something that is so common, like the common mango, that species, and see how these compare to it. Because there is something similar, but there's also something that you just do not get from a regular supermarket mango, and that's pretty wild. So I think that's all I have to say, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all next time. So I'm staying at a hotel right now, and I brought my mangoes up here to take some photos of them. And my room really, really smells now, and I feel like I'm a little worried that I'm gonna get in trouble because durian a lot of times is not permitted in hotels because it smells. It'll, like, you could tell if you are on the same floor as somebody who has durian. It'll stink up an entire hallway. And the scent of it is objectionable to some people. This one, though, I don't know. The Kuini Mango is so powerful smelling that it will also stink up a room, but it doesn't smell like oniony so much. It smells like mango. And eggs. So people like that, right? People like that smell. It's fine. It's fine. I'm doing them a favor, really. I'll open a window. I would like to give a very big thank you to Tony Knapp. Tony is a super patron over on patreon.com, and this is how I manage to afford everything that I do on this channel, so it is a huge help. Thank you, Tony, and also a big thank you to mega patrons Joseph McCorkle, Smarter Every Day, and Bill T. Bye, guys.